G'day guys, welcome back to another episode of Eamon OC Fishing. Now I know on the channel we've been pretty AFK in the last couple of months with uploads, but I've been away for work for a few months. But now back in Brisbane, got plenty of time off, so keen to get back out there, show some videos for you guys and really get stuck back into it. But while I've been away, I've had a little project brewing in the background. I've been waiting for some special parts to come just to fit out a new project that I've got. And today in this video, we're actually going to fit it out. So I've had all the boating stuff on the channel, but want to diversify a bit. So I've actually got it into order a kayak. It's a Hobie kayak. I'll show you it now. So it's a kayak I picked up secondhand in really good condition off Facebook Marketplace. So it's a Hobie Passport 12, so really good entry-level kayak with the paddles for the feed and all that different type of stuff. So I've done a special order to get all the mods so we can fully kit it out, and yeah, we'll do that in this video now. So what we've actually got into this build, I'll break it down just before I start installing it. So I've got my hook unit. It's a hook 4, probably it's a bit of an older unit, but I've had it sitting around for a while, so we'll get that installed. I've got some rod holders installed as well, that will be happening. Got the 12-volt battery, nice and light, that'll be really good. I've got the mount for that to go on the front hatch. Got a bucket to add in, and I've just got a camera mount here. I've also got your rubber accessory holder. That'll be for your spools of line and leader and all that on the side with your scissors. That'll be really good storage. And then I've actually got the rectangle hatch. So the rectangle hatch will actually go in the center here. So this is where the seat will be. They'll be shown later once the install's done. But basically I'm going to cut out this. I'm going to pull out the circular hatch that comes standard with it. I'm going to install the rectangle hatch, and then the circle hatch is going to go up the front here. The battery mount's going to go below that, and then the cords are going to run in, and they're actually going to be coming up through the side here. And then it's going to be coming up to the unit. I'll just be sitting on one of the track mounts here, and then on the other side I'm going to have my rod holder and probably the camera mount as well. The only other modification that it has that isn't standard, I didn't do it myself, but it's actually got the anchor trolley here, the pulley system, so you can run that up and down and then tie it off to this little mount here, and that'll just allow you to basically position the kayak when you're anchoring or drifting or whatever. And it's also got the rudder here, which would be super handy. So really keen to test that out. I haven't had a kayak that has the foot pedals before, so I've always had to use just a hand pedal, hand paddle. So yeah, really keen to get this out on the water. Yeah, so it's really easy with this circular hatch, so we're going to remove that first. I've just undone all the screws with the drill, and then we'll pop that one out, just like that. And we'll basically chuck that up the front. Got little mounting stuff that comes with it. Got the rubber seal that goes around the outside, so this will all be pre-used or used again, so just keep that in good condition there. And we'll pull that one out, and we'll start marking this up and cutting that, and we'll install the rectangle hatch. Okay, so basically what I've done now is I've just got the hatch on the inner side, and that will go underneath, and I'll just put that right in the center upside down. I've done my marking around with the pen, so then I'll just get the jigsaw out. I'll cut this out. It's fine to have these little edges exposed here from the previous circle hatch. That's in the instruction manuals and all that and online, so that's all good. They'll be covered up. Install it, and we'll show you the next step. Okay, so we've drilled the hole out using the jigsaw. So we've been using this tool. It's a bit of an old one, but it'll do the job. So I've just basically marked it as I said before, cut it out. You can have another cut if it doesn't fit properly when you put the hatch in. If it doesn't fit properly, then have another cut, or sandpaper is also probably a good option just to finish off the edges, but there'll be a seal here, so it should be pretty good. I might just do a quick little sand, but that's all she'll need. Okay, so the center rectangle hatch is now done, so that's all installed there. I've just got one screw missing right here because I've just dropped it down that hole, but when I install the sounder I'll pull that back up and install that. But got the nice little storage compartment there, and then the whole bucket itself, so that'll be really awesome. I've also got the little tray here, the little bucket that can drop in the center there, just like that. Comes with some little grommets there, so just so you can lift it out. I'll install them either side. Nice little waterproof, good sealing around there. So all we've got to do now, basically what I've done to install it, is obviously the previous steps I've gone through, but I've just put the bracket, fitted that. Be a bit easier if I actually put the little grab handles on. Oh no, that's actually not the easiest thing to get out. There you go. You just got to get it out for this side first. So basically I've just installed the mount below it, and then just the gasket, and then just connected that, and I've done all the corners first, and then after that I've just tied them all down, so that all fits perfectly. That's all really nice and snug. And now I've got these like bits of foam that are just going to cover these screws right here, and just create, there's like a little 90-degree ledge here, and I'm just going to tear them off and peel off the backing and just stick them down really well, so it's not a little bit nice bit of foaming, and just helps the aesthetic and the appearance of it with a bit of comfort, I guess, on that 90-degree edge. So we'll do that now. Okay, so that's fully installed now. Got the little rubber grommets on the outside that opens up. This comes out. Got the little hooks on it now, so they can come out nice and easy. So now we'll basically get on to the next hatch. So this is the original hatch that was there. We'll mount that on the front, and that's where we'll put the battery on a little mount there that I'll show you in a second. We'll get on to that. Okay, so we're going to do the same process we did for the rectangle hatch in the middle, just at the front. We've done the circle one, same process, so I won't show as much, but basically the only thing I really have to do is untie this here, because that gets caught in the way when you're using your jigsaw to basically cut it out. Same thing, you can sand it again, done the marker with the inside, so basically that again, mark around it, and then this will actually basically squeeze it, goes underneath, and we'll just get the hatch with the seal that will be underneath, and I'll just sit there, tie them around in a star pattern, and she'll be a beauty ready to go. And then we'll start looking at other mods to add to her. Okay, so now I've got both hatches in. The center one, that'll be majority of my storage. This is the one I just installed. It'll go nicely there. I'll put a little like cup face type thing here, and I'll install that shortly. And basically the battery will be mounted right on there, and will just run straight down through the hole. So they'll be shown in the install now. I'll just have to basically tie this bungee cord back up, and we'll get back onto the next project. Okay, so now we're installing the transducer line, so we're installing the sounder. So we're basically just behind the rectangle hatch here where the seat will be. There's just the through hole fitting that you need to drill out. So it's 1 inch or 25 mil, or roughly 25 millimeters, and then also one over here that you can drill out there. If you go the three-way option for wires to come out, so you can have different fittings, you've got to go slightly bigger, I believe, but this is just the 25 mil or 1 inch from here to here, just because I've got the single wire kit that's going to come up here and then mount onto my sounder on the right hand side there, or starboard side. So we'll install that. We're just going to flip the kayak around and basically install the transducer bracket in the little housing here, and then we'll feed it through and then get the battery hooked up. Okay, so basically we're onto the sounder install now. So as you've seen before, I've put the transducer underneath here. Now I've actually got a pretty old transducer from the low rancer unit. It was meant to be on a kayak a couple years ago that I never actually installed on an older one from BCF. So had it lying around, decided to put it on this one, and the bracket's so old that it doesn't actually fit onto these newer kayaks these days, so I'm gonna have to do a custom order there, but I've just mounted it down there for now. I'll have to get a new bracket before I actually take it out fishing, but I've just left it in there. I can still continue with the rest. So I've done basically one of these through hole kits, done the hole as I said before, feed it through, and I basically just got one of these little rubber grommets that fits the size hole, just nice and snug there. I've just pulled it up through here and then into here. I'm basically gonna do the same thing with this, where I've done here, up underneath, and this is where it's gonna come out, and it's just gonna nice flush mount, sit here where my mount for the actual screen will go. So I'll go through that and I'll walk you through once I've done that. Okay, so we're pretty much getting there now. So we've mounted the lithium battery 12 volt on the back of this, the Burley Pro mount. So it's just going to go in this front hatch here, and as you can see, I mean, I'm not a guru when it comes to wiring by any means. I barely know what I'm doing, but basically what I've done is I've got a little kit, and I've been using the terminals just to attach them, just nip them down with the electrical pliers, and then I'm just going to basically hit them with the heat gun with the shrink wraps, and just seal them nice here, just so they're a bit more waterproof, and I've got the inline fuse as well. That's all going to be tucked underneath, and then I've got the excess cable here. That's all just going to be tucked up and then zippy tied, so it's all nice and neat and not banging around when the kayak gets flipped to be on the roof. And then we've got the sounder here. Just turned it on before. It's working fine, just loading up. So just the hook low rance unit there, so we're going to mount it to that side very shortly, and yeah, everything's going well. So once that's all done, I'll check back in with you. Okay, so got that all installed. So that's the batteries in the front hatch there. Wires come up here. I'll obviously adjust it just to make it perfect, but the unit's sitting there right behind the mount there on the ram mount, just a single ball, and then she turns on beautifully. So once I get the transducer finally properly mounted, then yeah, I'll be really keen to see the performance on the water. I know it's an old model and a smaller one, but I find I'm using the kayak a lot. I'll actually upgrade the unit. I think it's worthwhile, but this is a good test for now. So now we'll just go on to another accessory. We're basically almost done, but this is another accessory that we'll just mount down here. I can get a second one later if I find I using it a lot, and I'll mount it on this opposite side here. So you can do on both sides, but I'll probably, maybe I will mount it on this side actually. Yeah, I might mount it on the left hand side just because there's a bit more room without the cables, and then if I use it a lot, I'll do it the other side. So basically this idea of this is just drill a couple holes in, do some marks, drill it in, screws are provided. It's just really handy for, you know, things like spools of line and leader and all those different types of things, and maybe some lures as well while I'm out fishing, and some pliers. So yeah, we'll install that, and I'll step you through it after I've done it. So we've got that installed, the little accessories pocket here. So just the 6 screws there, just do the bottom ones they say first, and then do the rest. They suggest you basically just drill them in probably like halfway or 75%, and then after that just use a little hand screwdriver to do the nipping up of them. Just make sure they don't basically drill all the way through or like over thread. It's just a nice little pocket. I'm sure I'll basically chuck a lot of stuff in there, and I'm sure very shortly after I use it I'll be ordering another one for the other side. So that's really good layout there. And the last things we've got to do is we've basically got a camera boom arm. I'm just debating which side I'm going to put that on, either that side or that side on the track mounts. And then I've also got a little rod holder here, just using the Railblazers as the accessories for that. So once they're done, I'll walk you through how I did it, and that will be probably the end of the video. Well, the install's done on the kayak, so we'll just check it out now. So we've done all the jobs on it, so I'll just walk through the whole entire kayak, what I've done, and then any future plans. So got the rudder at the back, that'll be really handy. Got this massive void space back here, so the esky and other things will go there. Got our 2 rod holders, and then obviously just got the seat just installed then. These seats are actually really good because they're actually very adjustable, and they actually lift you up the bottom. So if you get a little bit of water in the bottom, you're not having a wet ass all day, which just sucks when you're kayak fishing. So that's what my old kayak had, and that's one thing I really didn't like. So this is a really good feature with the new upgrade. So I've got the low rance hook 4 unit, old one, but it'll do for now till I decide to upgrade. Just want to make sure I'm using this kayak a lot before I take the plunge on that. Got that just mounted to the ram mount on the Hobie tracks that they provide, standard with the unit. Got my nice camera boom like arm that I'll be using, so I can fully adjust that height wise, angles, all that different type of stuff. And it just has like the GoPro mount on the end, so that'll be epic for that footage that will basically be shooting back at me like right here. So that'll be really good, and that's adjustable. Got our foam here, so there's actually foam underneath, so it's actually a very stable kayak when you stand up. So this will be really good for just standing up and sight casting, all that other different type of stuff. Got our central hatch here, got the little tub as well, so we can chuck a lot of stuff in there, a bit of kind of semi-dry storage, as well as this little rubber storage hatch underneath the hatch as well. And then we've got a little insert where we're going to have our pedals, foot pedals, that we'll put on when we're on the water. Got the front hatch here as well. This is basically where we store the battery, so battery's just underneath there. We can chuck other things up on these bungee cords as well. That'll be really handy. And then one of the last things we've got the anchor trolley pulley system that was already installed when I got the kayak, so that was really handy. That was already there in really good condition, so haven't had one of them before, but really keen to try that out. Also on this side, I've got the rod holder set up, so we can twist that and then lock it in and all that, so that'll be really good for trolling, especially for bass and things like that in the dam, so that'll be really good. I've got the little mount here so we can tie off the anchor trolley, just that thing there that was already pre-installed. And we've got our rubber storage on the side that we've also installed. Probably get another one on the other side eventually, but we'll see if we use it a lot, which we probably will, and then I'll get another one probably the same time I'll upgrade the sounder. So yeah, just they'll be really good for lures and pliers, scissors, and spools of line and stuff like that. So yeah, really happy with the setup, so keen to get out on the water. I'll definitely be making a video when it's out. So yeah, this kayak will basically unlock another side of fishing for the channel and stuff like that. Used to do a lot of kayak fishing as a kid, but haven't done it in a few years. So really keen to get out there. It will unlock some really shallow water things. So you know, your top water whiting and your bass in the dams and all those little missions up the creeks that are really shallow where the boat just can't get. This is exactly what this is going to do. So really keen to get hooked into that kayak fishing. So thank you for watching. If you've got any questions on the setup, please let me know. Keep an eye out for videos. They will be coming shortly because I'm back from long months away at work, so really keen to start sharing these vids with you guys.